Welcome to another lesson of our course of Adobe Illustrator t-shirt design. In this lesson, we are going to design a Japanese-based design. We know that Japanese are, kind of really popular on pop culture. So we're going to give you a couple of ideas of how you can make up those, type of t-shirt by using Adobe Illustrator. So without any further ado, let's just hop into the lesson by opening up Adobe Illustrator. As you can see that I have opened up Adobe Illustrator. Now the first thing I'm going to do is going to be opening up a new preset. I'm going to click on Create, make sure the raster effect is high. Now, let's say I'm going to do is make up this box because I'll be needing it, or, just putting in my own content inside this box. Make sure to use the layers. Let's say I'm going to add in another layer. Let's say this layer is going to contain the next data, or let's say the next element inside of it. Now what I'm going to do is going to be clicking on, let's say, stroke. I'm going to do is increase the stroke a bit. Looks a lot more better. I'm going to click on this next layer. You can see this is the bottom layer. Okay, I'm going to keep it like this. This is the second layer which I'm going to be working on. And the second layer, what I'm going to do is going to be putting in my elements. Now in the element, what I'm going to do first is click on this box, click on File, and then I'm going to do is, let's say, export or import something. But first off here, what I'm going to do is going to be opening up some, photos, or, what I have in my resource file. Now I'm going to do is Shrine Gate AI. And I'm going to take this whole thing, or can take this basic ones too. That's like totally up to you. So I'm going to do is take the whole thing all together because this looks a lot more better taking all of it together. I'm select the whole thing, press on Ctrl G. Now all of them are grouped. I'm going to take it and paste it around over here. But one thing I'm going to do is going to be creating clipping mask. I'm going to do is, instead of this over here, I'm going to be putting this. Okay, I'm going to do is use this as a template. I'm going to put this in our second layer. Create a clipping mask. Control Z. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it the way I want to use it. Okay, you can see transparency and all of those, that I can put anything inside, any object. You can rasterize it. And you can also use text wrap or clipping mask. You can do make clipping mask. And click on this, click on objects and clipping mask over here. Make. And you can see this is basically how it will look like. I'm gonna do is unlock this. Click on OK. Let's say I'm gonna do is keep it in such a way so that I can use just this one. Okay, let's just use this. And the rest is underneath. So I'm going to do is taking on layer 2, or let's say the other data that we have over here. Or what I can do is delete the whole thing, and I can only take these parts. That's like totally up to you, whichever one you're going to work up with. So I'm going to do is take this. I'm going to take this one and paste it right over here. Okay, I have this. I go over there. I'm gonna take, instead of that, I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna take the flares because I don't need it. I'm gonna take this one over here. I'm gonna do is keep it in such a way so that it goes back. I'm gonna do is align. I'm gonna arrange it, send backwards. You can see this is the second one, and I'm gonna put the last one. So I'm going to do is go over to the last one and then select this one. Take this at the end, and I'm going to do is do the same thing. Click on objects and send backwards. And I'm going to do the same thing again, send backwards again, arrange, send backward. Now it looks a lot more better. Now the thing I'm gonna do is going to be putting in a couple of text and a couple of things over here. So I'm gonna do is, let's say first off, make sure it looks a bit more better. Okay, we're good to go. Or maybe I'm gonna do is keep it there so it's more visible. Okay, now it's more visible. Now what I'm going to do is going to be clicking or opening up another file from my resource file, which we have is, we have Japanese mask. You can use whichever one you want, but from here, what I'm going to do is use cherry blossom. And then we also have another one, okay, Tokyo AI. We're going to use that at the end. First, I'm going to do is open up this cherry blossom AI file. You can use whichever file you want to use from here because there are like a lot of things which you can use. Let's say I'm going to use this one, the whole thing. I'm going to take it directly to untitled one over here. As you can see that it will be pasted right above over here. It will take a bit of a time to render all of the data. But first thing I'm going to do is going to be flipping it in such a way so that it looks a lot more better. Press on Control Z. I'm going to do the same thing, we can also go on Edit, Redo, Paste. Okay. What I'm going to do is going to be rotating it. Okay. Now I'm going to do is find out 180 and then we're good to go. Now we have it in 180 degree. I'm going to hold on to shift and I'm going to do is drag it around over here. So it looks a lot more better, right? Take it right around over here. Okay, perfect. What I'm going to do is take a couple more details so that I can use it. Okay, so we can also use just that. What we're going to do is find out the specific one, or maybe find out something which we can use as a background. Okay, we can use this, or maybe just remove the whole thing from here. I'm going to take this too out of the thing. What I'm going to do is just use this specific one. I'm not going to need that. I'm going to take it right around over here and paste it just the way I want it to. What I'm going to do is put it in such a way so that it looks good. I'm going to click on Object, click on Arrange, and Send to Back. Okay, not that back, so I'm going to do is click on Object, and I'm going to click on Arrange, Bring Forward. You can see now it looks a lot more better. What I'm going to do is going to be clicking on this path, and then try to, make it look a bit better according to our lines over here. Can see just the way it is. I'm gonna do is, it looks a lot more better. I'm gonna find out the intersect on over here. Can see the way it looks. Okay, so we are basically good to go over here, which looks a lot more better. Now the last thing we're gonna put is going to be something else. Let's say I'm gonna do is reduce the size of this a bit. Okay, now it looks a lot more better. Now the last thing I'm going to put is going to be our Tokyo file. So I'm going to open up. I'm going to click on this file called tokyo.ai. And this will take a bit of a time to open up, and there you go, you have it. What I'm going to do is press on this, whichever one I need. I'm going to take this over here and paste it according to my desire. Hold on shift so that you get a perfect, there you go, you have it. Now if you want to put in more details, let's say I'm going to go off the cherry blossom And then from here, I'm going to take this one too. I'm going to just take this over here so that I can use it over on this side. I'm going to take it up and I'm going to use it over here. Let's say I'm going to make it 180, okay, which I can use most of the time. So I'm going to use this. Okay, let's say this is not going to be 180. Instead, it's going to be 90 degrees. So now we have it in 90 degree. I'm going to do is take it up. I'm going to put it in such a way so that it looks good. I'm going to shift and make it a bit smaller. Okay, better. A lot better. I'm just keeping it over here. Or maybe we can rotate it a bit in such a way so that it looks like this. Okay, looks a lot more better. We can drag it a bit down. There you go, you have it. I'm gonna do is take the whole thing and put it up in a t-shirt. I'm gonna copy or select the whole thing, press on Ctrl G, which we have it over here. You can rasterize it if you want to, but I don't prefer rasterizing. I'm gonna click on object and I'm gonna do is group. Okay, or you can rasterize it. If you rasterize it, make sure to press on OK, and basically there you go, you have it rasterized. Well, it will take a bit of a time. Now, as we are done, I'm gonna do is open up our t-shirt file or our mockup file. I'm gonna do is remove this and also remove this because I won't be needing them anymore. I'm gonna click on file. I'm gonna click on open mockup t-shirt or t-shirt mockup file. Click on open, and then I'm gonna do is open both of them so that I can show it to you on both of them. Press on OK, and then I'm gonna do is take it directly to over here once. Show it to you how it works. OK. Paste it up according to your desire and wherever you want. I'm gonna press on shift and then decrease the size so that it fits in the t-shirt or on the t-shirt wherever you like it to be. There you go, you have it. I'm gonna do is take it up around over here. See, looks a lot more better. Align it according to your desire wherever you see it, and then just paste it. So now you're good to go. Now this is how you basically make up a Japanese type of t-shirt designs. You can also take up the design and take it directly to this isolated white t-shirt and paste it. And if you want to change anything from your design, you can just paste it over here. Let's say I'm going to do is take it up. Now what I'm going to do is going to be clicking on this. Let's say I'm going to click on this background over here, which you basically see. What I'm going to do is going to be clicking on untitled, and here I'm going to do is remove this background which I have. So I'm going to try to remove it, because if you don't like it, you can just remove it whenever you want. So I'm going to click on that, and you can just drag it out, and it will basically be dragged out. Okay, but if it's still not working, what you're going to do is first off ungroup it, click on object, and click on, let's say I want to remove it, so just drag it out. Okay, not this one, but I'm going to take this one out. Okay, I'm going to drag that one out. You can see how it looks like. I'm going to do is remove it, and you can also remove this outer layer if you want to. I'm going to do is take the whole thing and then group them up together. Okay, click on this back option, and from the back option you will find out that you can take it directly to another tab. As you can see that this has been done, what I'm going to do is going to be taking this over on this isolated white t-shirt front.ai, and I'm going to do is just drop it over there. Take it over there and just drop it. Just let go of your left mouse key, and then you're good to go. You will see this interface. Press on OK. And then what I'm going to do next is just going to, just align it according to my desire. Press on the shift, and then you will find out that it will look like this. You just, shorten it out a bit, and then you're good to go. Now you can see that it has been shortened. So what I'm going to do next is just going to press or paste it up on this one over here. Now you can see that this looks a lot more better than how it was with, that shirt. You can see this is how it will look like. So hope you understood everything about this lesson on Adobe Illustrator t-shirt design, how we can design a Japanese t-shirt or Japanese design on a t-shirt. So let's move on to our next lesson on Adobe Illustrator.